Yo, what's good, family? It's your boy Jay Gray, aka the Ace, also known as Dougie Prince DP. What's poppin'? Good to see you again. I hope y'all had a great week last week. I know I had a very productive week last week. Welcome to the Drink.More.Water show on this wonderful Mr. Mark Monday. I hope you had a great week last week. I know I had a pretty good week last week, productive week last week to say. And before we get into today's Mr. Mark Monday, I want to make sure that everyone knows and understands. It is okay for you to give yourself props, for you to give yourself a pat on the back when you do something positive. You can't always take the time to sit there and down yourself for not doing something. And Mr. Mark Monday may be or may sound as if that's the whole point in kind of critiquing yourself for the week last week. But if you didn't miss a mark last week, good for you. You feel what I'm saying? If you hit every mark that you wanted to hit, pat yourself in the back. Be happy that you were able to do that. Be grateful that you were able to do that and expound upon that. Do better this week. There's always room for improvement, but there's never room for complete and utter degrading of oneself, if that makes sense. There's never room for you to take the time to continue to put yourself down, continue to tell yourself that you're less than because you may have not completed a goal, completed a task, or something like that. Like I said, this show is about positivity and the collective growth of all of us. And the only way that we can grow is to pay attention to what we can do better and give ourselves credit for what we are doing great. You feel what I'm saying? So, today's Mr. Mark Monday for me. I think last week I think I did a really good job at keeping myself on point, making sure that even if, life got in the way of getting the videos up, I got the videos up. I was satisfied with the videos. I continue to get better at doing the videos. My goal is to continue to get better at this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be stagnant. I don't want to be complacent. I want to continue to get better, both for you, for your enjoyment, but also, like I said in the first video, to get a better understanding of myself as well. So today, I watched a video that was really interesting, and I might try to go back and find that video and put the little clip in here as well. I don't know what her name was. It was a motivational video, and she said one morning she was laying in bed and she had a bad habit of pressing the snooze button, right? She would always press the snooze button, sleep 5-10 minutes more. And one morning she decided that when she woke up, she pretended that she woke up in NASA, and when she opened her eyes, she counted down as if she was about to take off.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1. And when she got to 1, she said that the moment that she stood up, she was standing there, and she found that from then on, she never had a problem with hitting the snooze button. The alarm would go off, and she was up. She took off. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is something that's extremely important. She talked about how our minds, our brains are designed to keep us safe. Our brains are designed to keep us from doing things that may hurt us, that have the potential to cause us harm or hurt or sadness or whatever the case may be. That's how our brain and our biology is made up to be. And obviously everything in life isn't going to hurt us. And taking chances is not inherent with danger. You feel what I'm saying? And so that 5 seconds is kind of a good metaphor to look at your brain. You have about 5 seconds before your brain kicks in to talk you out of whatever it is you're going to do, whatever chance you're about to take, whatever initiative you're about to take. Your brain has about that much room for you to go, to do it, to take off. You feel what I'm saying? And so for me, my Mr. Mark Monday is that a lot of last week for me, there were moments where I got stuck, and I allowed my brain to talk me out of it, and then it took that much more work for me to dig myself out of it to get said task or get said goal achieved. And I think for me this week, I want to make sure that I take full advantage of that momentum in that 5 seconds. The moment I have an idea, boom, we're going. The only thinking we need to do is how we're going to achieve it, not whether or not if it's a good idea, not whether or not if it's a safe idea, because obviously we know what's safe and what's not, but taking that initiative right away to not let anything pass us, to not allow our insecurities, to not allow our uncertainties to get the best of us. I think that's some of the best advice that I've gotten recently, especially dealing with mental illness when it comes to anxiety and depression. It's very easy to get locked into the habit of listening to that anxiety, to listening to that depression, and not, really having the motivation to get up. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, this ship does not move without you. Nothing happens until you make it happen. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that kind of goes along with the video of this lady. So my plan on this week is to make sure that I trust myself enough, and I allow myself to trust myself enough to know that any idea that I have is achievable and worth attempting. I may not reach every goal right then, and I'm going to fail. You're going to fail. It's going to happen. You feel what I'm saying? I was talking to a good friend of mine. We'll just call her Jay. All right? She knows who I'm talking about. I was talking to her yesterday, and she was telling me about how helpful the videos have been. And I want her to know, and if you're watching this, that what you said helped me. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that I'm not the only one who's struggling. We're not struggling alone. And if what I'm saying here can help you believe that you can do something, you are helping me believe that I can do what it is that I'm setting out to do when it comes to helping people, when it comes to inspiring people, when it comes to inspiring myself. That's why I need you guys to understand that this is not just for me. This is for all of us, the collective growth. And I'm being repetitive because this stuff has to stick in our head. Drink more water. We all need to drink water. Nobody's allergic to water. At least in my understanding, I've never met or heard of anyone being allergic to water. Drink more water is for the benefit of all of us. It's also a privilege that we have. And I think that's important to acknowledge. There's a lot of places in this world that don't have the water to keep themselves alive, really. And water is one of our most basic needs. And the only way to grow is to get back down to that foundation and build from there. You feel what I'm saying? Drink more water. We're going to try to add more to this video. I'm going to make sure I have it up today. Bang! Love yourself. Love your neighbor. You know, and I know that you are worth it. Hey, I know and you know that you are worth it. I love y'all. Believe in yourself, because I do. Damn. I told y'all that I was going to upload 2 videos last weekend. Didn't happen. I missed the mark on that. I'm willing to say that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and upload this one and hopefully have something interesting to upload for something else later today.
The next morning, the alarm goes off, and I pretended NASA was there. It's the stupidest story. I literally went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I counted out loud, and then I stood up. And I'll never forget standing there in my bedroom. It was dark, it was cold, it was winter in Boston. And for the first time in 3 months, I had beaten my habit of hitting the snooze button.